Hello and welcome back to Talon 101. You remember Hunting Hawk? Yeah, it's a different move now. Do I need to show you again? One last time. Yeah, that didn't knock down, didn't it? It didn't knock down. This is a different move. A completely different move. They changed it up a lot in Tekken 8 because he can do this. Oh my goodness. So Hunting Hawk now, on all three parts of the string, are completely different. We're gonna tackle it one by one as per usual. The first one is up forward 3. This used to launch. So as soon as you hit up forward 3 before, the opponent would get launched. And if you didn't press the second kick, you weren't really getting anything. So that's why I was always advised, press the first 2 hits because you're gonna be safe anyway. And if they get hit, you get a launch. Now it's like, I can throw out the first hit. I don't know why you just throw out the first hit, but sure. You'll be -7. You'll be completely safe, but you'll be at like a disadvantage. The other thing is that on block, this move used to be +1. Now, it's a move that looks like it's plus. If you remember moves like Kazumi running 2 back in Tekken 7, it's kind of like that now. Opponents shouldn't be respecting this as much. Or not that they didn't really have a reason to, because you couldn't even use the +7 back in Tekken 7 anyway. The +1 in Tekken 7 anyway. So it being -6, I guess, is okay, since you couldn't use it at all. You're just really just gonna hold back. So that's the first hit of Hunting Hawk now, or the brand new Hunting Hawk. The second hit of Hunting Hawk now, as you saw earlier, enters into right flamingo stance. And that'll put him at +13. And if you do get it to connect, you can easily lock them with RFS DF4. But if you do get it blocked, or like check if they're gonna do a low in left flamingo, you get the RFS F4 mix-up. Again, the Tekken 7 explanation is still 100% relevant to Tekken 8. Just add RFS 3-4 and RFS up forward 3 to the equations. I mean, this is probably the way you'd be using this move more often now. When you catch the opponent off guard, you lock them in with RFS F4. Or if you don't want to like commit in, let's say, left flamingo to an LFS up forward 4, or you don't want to do LFS 4, you want a mid, right, that simply low crushes and doesn't put you in a bad scenario or doesn't even leave you punishable, right? Then yeah, that's what Hunting Hawk into RFS would do. For the last one, you can now press this fully. That is natural, so you'll get 43 damage, and if they did press in between, you'll get, well, not I guess 43 damage in total, but you'll still get a decent amount of damage, 24. Now, is a little bit of an issue about this move. It's simply because I'm not sure if it will work with Hwoarang. I was testing it against Asuka. I'm going to check it out right now. Yeah, I get punished. So even a slow power crush can interrupt the third hit of Hunting Hawk. And not just that, if the power crush can activate, that means only one thing. The Rage Art can activate. So, you're pretty much in danger. But this shouldn't be the first option you run, because by running the first option here, you eliminate both options, both the Power Crush and the Rage Art. So, this full string now is best used to fight things that challenge the RFS F4 mix-up, because the Power Crush and the Rage Art can't beat that since they lose the RFS F4. So stuff like a basic down jab, as soon as they block it, he's like, okay, but I don't want to do Flying Eagle, right? Or I don't want to do Power Crush because I may potentially become unsafe there, or I'll lose the situation because if they simply do a jab, you do the Power Crush, yeah, you're safe, but again, you're -8, so you're at a slight disadvantage. And then if you do Flying Eagle, you get floated. If you do any other version of the low crush, RFS up 4 or RFS up forward 3, this makes it like a really, really good option to simply just press the full string, because it beats those two options. So that's like the full string's job now. It's not something you're just supposed to throw out immediately. It's meant to like beat out the options that will challenge RFS F4, because the options that actually beat it are very, very strong. Now, one more thing about this move is that the opponent can actually avoid this move pretty easily. So if they want to like have a really good default option on defense against RFS up forward 3-4 into RFS, or up forward 3-4-3, the full string, all they simply have to do is sidestep right. That's right, you heard it correctly. All they gotta do is SSR block, and this move is pretty much gone. But that means they'd have to react to, of course, RFS F4 when you do the stance switch. So you couldn't use any other RFS move at that point besides like your homing move. So I mean, you're really locked to pretty much RFS F4 at this point. Yeah, that's the danger. It does track towards the left though, so if the opponent suddenly decides to step left, they're gonna help you out because this move is 0 on hit, force crouch. Now it's gonna become +1 on hit, force crouch. And of course, we didn't get through the frame data earlier, but this move as a full string is -14, so select characters in the cast are going to be launching you. Not everybody, but a good number. And everyone else that isn't is getting a strong punish. So use up forward 343 or the full string sparingly. Make sure to always complement RFS F4 when you're doing it. That way, you can get like the most mileage out of it. Most especially when you're attempting to check in left flamingo. Yep, that's everything about the brand new Hunting Hawk. That's the lesson for today. Again, I've been Frontier, and thank you for watching.